and obviously, you know, great references to critters and tribbles and things like that. So yeah, we felt like we were in good company of other creature movies that are similar.
Well, hi guys, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you doing?
I'm good. So I had so much fun watching this movie.
Yay.
Your characters are millennials in crisis. You go away into a cabin to disconnect from social media and just that life. And it reminded me so much of you and my husband.
I love that.
So for Sunita first of all, I love you on Glow. So it's really nice to see you in this movie.
Thank you.
Can you talk about the role and how you can relate to trying to disconnect?
Absolutely relate to the role. I loved the script so much, and I love that relating to a project that way, like reading it and just sort of getting it and visualizing. So I was super stoked to be thought of for the role of Sue. Yeah, it's hard to to disconnect from technology, but I like to think that I can do it and I could do the premise of the movie, but I really don't know if I could at this point in time. It's quite an apocalypse we're living in, and it would be it would feel terrifying to actually shut off my phone for a week and go away with my partner and just be like, well, I know they're going through like a self betterment kind of detox from technology, but and at the time, yeah, they were blissfully unaware. So I totally relate to Sue and Jack's
John
moment.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously, like at the beginning of the pandemic, for me, it was just looking at my phone and watching so many movies on repeat and going nowhere and feeling like the opening scene of the movie. And I was like lucky enough to be able to go to a cabin for a little bit this summer in Wisconsin, and my life was like fully paralleling Jack's. And my girlfriend and I made a grocery trip, had 2 weeks worth of food, and we made a plan, and we went to the woods, and I was chopping wood and failing, and I became Jack, and that's where I'm at.
I see you guys are together.
Yeah.
So did you draw inspiration from your own lives?
It makes it pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it, that we're together? Yes, there was definitely elements of Jack and Sue that are ourselves. Some of them, you know, got manipulated as the script progressed, but there's an embarrassingly quite a few details that are still there.
There's a cute moment where Sunita sings a song about pouring big soap into a travel-sized little soap. That's from real life.
Yeah. Always fun when you can put in a little bit of reality, which is probably what makes this film so endearing, that you can see yourself in these people, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we were concerned that there were certain aspects that would be too specific to us that people wouldn't get, but as it turned out, a lot of people found those small details quite relatable, which was good. It was comforting.
Yeah, what a great cast you had, and Sunita and John. I mean, they played it perfectly, where you really didn't care what was going on in the outside world. So how hard was it to find some people, you know, a couple who had, or you know, actors who had that couple relationship?
Yes, they were the first people we thought of and the first people we wanted to be in it. And then
thankfully they said yes.
Then they said yes, they wanted to do it.
It was really lucky that they did know each other before, though. That really, I think, helps with that that couple kind of feeling of the film. They just really hit into that kind of tapped into that straight away, and from the first day on set they felt very natural and comfortable with each other, which was just such a gift for us.
And they make each other laugh all the time, even off camera, which is perfect.
Your characters are more interesting actually than the alien invasion. You know it's happening, but you actually want to learn, you want to see if you're going to succeed in your quest.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, I'm glad we're interesting and you're interested in our characters. That's awesome, because that is like a little bit of a fear too, like taking on the project. Like, wow, it's just us. All right, hope we're good. It was such a fun experience to do this movie with John, and like being connected as these characters was great. Yeah.
And we, have been friends for a while through the New York
Yeah.
comedy scene and like share basically a shorthand or a sense of humor and a way of speaking. So it was really nice and sort of easy to have that translate to film, and to be able to do it with someone that you trust was massive. So
There's consequences though to disconnecting because there's an alien invasion happening and you guys are totally oblivious to it.
right.
Right. It's brilliant. It's super funny. I love that the audience is in on it before Jack and Sue are in on it. It's a delightful way to experience an apocalypse where you, like, as a viewer, get to see it coming, and they don't.
And I guess
until they do.
that is that anxiety, right? We don't want to shut our phones off because, we fear the worst could be happening. And it's, what is the worst that could be happening? And it's like, some small Ottomans are sucking people's brains out and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, this movie is definitely not a PSA for disconnecting. We strongly don't encourage that, especially right now. It does feel like we need to be connected with the outside world, especially while we're all kind of locked down.
Yeah, and we like, my family lives in all over the United States. Eleanor's family's from Australia, so like we FaceTime each other, and that's how we connect.
Yeah, I mean, technology is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
But it was just funny to us to kind of like have the characters think that this would be the thing that would solve all their problems, and of course it's not.
And so when you were conceiving the aliens, and it's funny how you do it, it's really funny. And there's a joke about Sonic the Hedgehog in there.
Yeah.
Like, how many iterations did you go through? Like,
it was really the first idea that we had, and the genesis of it was that we knew that we needed it to look like something that could just be in the cabin without them noticing what it is. So we thought, like it could be like sort of like a piece of furniture, or what would that be? And I thought of a poof because it does, like have some, especially if you think of a furry poof, it does have kind of somewhat of a like an animalistic thing to it. And yeah, once we kind of started down that road, it became very funny and kind of easy to make jokes. And also, of course, it aesthetically fits really well with what we wanted to do of this sort of practical effects look with the film. And obviously, great references to critters and tribbles and things like that. So yeah, we felt like we were in good company of other creature movies that are similar.
Right. All right. Well, great. The ending, I did not see that coming. That's what's great about the film, that it's unexpected. Everything's unexpected. So congratulations on the film. Check it out. It's hilarious.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
No problem. Bye.